All right. Well, we're gonna have a couple videos today. So, if you're looking forward to tuning in, then, well, today we're gonna have a couple videos. Starting to feel like Mr. Rogers around here, coming in from outside, taking off my coat, blah, 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 all that, right? But I'm not trying to make this a habit or anything, coming in here fully dressed, for outside, but I'm actually pretty hot right now because I've been inside for a few minutes getting stuff set up real quick. But I didn't take off the coat yet because I got a new scarf, okay? And I've been digging and digging and digging for scarves. I have a couple scarves, but sometimes you just want to have something that goes with the normal people out there, rather than the outdoors stuff, because I might have to go and actually blend in with some of those people at some point. Alright, so what's so exciting here? Well, I got this scarf, and it took me a long while to find it, and it's really good. It's better than this one. This is a cashmere scarf. It says made in Scotland, but it has a Union Jack on it, so rather than St. Andrews. I don't understand that, but it's a nice scarf, but it's pretty short, so I can only really use it around my neck area and pull it up on the back of my head a little bit. I can't wrap it all up on my head and whatnot like, some of my other cashmere scarves, right? And it does have this nice houndstooth pattern, okay? So that's a plus. But, okay, yeah. It's just not really the size, the width, and the length of scarf that I like to have with me. I mean, obviously this could still be useful in your kit, right? But so we don't just take something like this, just toss it. Just use it. Use it till you can't use it no more. So I got this scarf. Let me tell you, this scarf is quality, and seems to be quality. Let's just say seems to be quality. I got a good eye for things, so I think this is going to pan out well. But there is one thing. It's made in China. But the thing is that the Chinese do well with these types of garments. The silk trade and all that stuff back a long time ago. Remember Marco Polo, right? And they used to make trips to the Far East for silks and other things like that. So they are very well versed in this type of a material. And it is all woven twill, herringbone twill, or something like that, and really nice and soft. It says 100% virgin wool. Yeah. So anyways, it's got this big label on it, which I'm going to take off. I'm going to take this label off. I just left it on for this video. So this sucker is really long, okay, which is what you want, okay. Like, see, my arms are straight out, and look how big this thing is. This thing's 27 inches, 28 inches wide, right? So this is what you're looking for in a good scarf. You want something that you can just you could really wrap up in, right? Even use it for a small blanket if you need to. I generally like to use something like this sleeping out, right? Cover my face at night. I can cover my face and, not worry about getting condensation in the bags. I usually just put my face or my head out of the sleeping bag anyway if I'm using a sleeping bag. And I'll just cover up like this, and then I also usually have a balaclava, right? So these are things that you need to think about. We talked about that with keeping condensation out of your sleeping bag in another video. So it's quite large, and if you want a link to buy one of these, I can get you a link, okay? But it won't be until, I can't get the link until midweek. And then, because I do all of my personal ordering through a store, right? Because I don't use digital money anymore. Haven't for a long time. So I can get you the link midweek. Even if you email me right now, you'll still have to wait till midweek to get the link. But I'll still get you the link if you want something like that. Yeah. So anyway, let me get this coat off. Yeah. Had a viewer sent me his own photo of him wearing some of his wool. Sometimes I get viewer feedback, I get viewer interaction, which is always appreciated. It's nice to meet someone that's viewing the channel. See, I didn't even have this buttoned up. I'm just sweating like mad. So anyway, 18 degrees Fahrenheit. And the thing is this outfit, the other day, no wind, it was -7 Fahrenheit outside, and I was overly warm even then. I was outside doing some things. I can easily take this outfit to 40 below. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, the proper layering and wool, and you're good. So, but I got that email. Fella sent me his picture sitting down, kind of like I sit down here in this chair. He's in Canada, and wearing the same type of outfit as I'm wearing right now, pretty much, but just a different sweater. And yeah, he didn't have the sweater on the outside. I got layers here. If I take the sweater off, I've got my long underwear wool top from Woolrich, and underneath that I got the Bringy mesh long underwear, and those are actually under the suspenders and tucked in. So I wear this sweater between my suspenders and my coat. That coat's it's about 90 years old. It's between 85 and 90 years old, but I think it's closer to 90 according to the tag. According to the tag, it's about 90. So, even though it's perfect, pretty much everywhere. It's got a couple of moth bites in the cuffs on the inside, but it's not a big deal. It's something I could just sew up if I wanted. But the lining on that thing is as old as the coat. Now the wool won't ever wear out. It's the linings you always have to worry about whether they're going to wear out or not. Now personally, I don't prefer a lining unless it's of a slicker wool or silk. We've talked about this before. This lining is, I know that this lining is 75% nylon, I think. It's either polyester or nylon. It's polyester. It's 75% polyester, 25% cotton. So polyester never wears out either. It's a man-made product. You know, it'll go in a landfill and never deteriorate for a gazillion years. You know, so that's why it looks so good. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. But still, you always want to try to, you know, take good care of your stuff, right? Got about 4 minutes left here. We're going to do a couple of videos this morning. Well, I'm going to do a couple of videos this morning. You guys are going to hang out with me, right? So, what else? Oh, I'm using this coffee cup. This coffee cup is, it's a Tracker School cup from Tom Brown Jr.'s Tracker School. So this is a Tracker School cup. So they're coming out with products. They've come out with some products. They're coming out with more products. Okay. And that helps them to maintain their primitive camp, whatnot. One thing is that I had some dialogue with some of Tom Brown's Jr.'s family here recently, and I sent them a picture of an old Tracker School patch. Okay, I sent them a picture of one, and they will be looking to make patches. Okay, so if you're a patch collector like me and you're an outdoors nut like me, you know, those may be in the future. They talked about it, but I gave them the picture of the old patch, which has this logo on it. Okay, this Tracker School logo, and they really appreciated that. So I don't know if they have any patches laying around left from years ago, but you know, maybe that'll help them out. So I got patches from several different, I had them up here yesterday, several different bushcraft and survival schools. And then I got patches from other things, you know. But I love patches. They're fun to collect, and they don't cost that much. It's dirt. It's a dirt cheap hobby, really, as long as you don't get too carried away. I got in another set of these trousers that will be for my double Mackinaw project. So this is a Mackinaw Woolrich coat. It's super heavy. It's 5 pounds just by itself. It's not a quote-unquote double Mackinaw. But I like the looks of the double Mackinaw, but it's so doggone insulating that I'm not even sure. I just have debated whether I was even going to do that project or not. I may just do it just to do it. I may do it just to do it. But man, I'm telling you though, that coat is very insulating. Very. Think if you're gonna go vintage, I'd go Woolrich. It's because I looked at the other stuff. I thought, well, Filson, blah blah blah. You know, because people talk about Filson, Stormy, Cromer all the time. I thought, well, let me go look at those. Man, I was not impressed with with the Stormy. Thought it was rather thin. Does not have a rear mat pocket, you know. So I don't know. I think if of the three, I think the Woolrich is the best. That's my personal opinion, but. And I had a bit of a discussion with the Filson rep. Kind of hacked me off a little bit, but they like to argue and think that they know. But anyway, see you later.